There's a 4-year-old boy by the name of Hayden Wright, and he got into a little bit of trouble because he got drunk, went to a neighbor's house, and stole presents. All right, now we have video of this story. It'll give you a little more detail, and then we'll discuss it.
Okay, sounds good. I'm already a little uncomfortable with it just before we even watch the video. 4-year-old drunk, I haven't seen this video yet, so I'm looking forward to how the story plays out.
Oh, you're going to like it.
All right, let's watch.
Presents from his neighbors, and there's a lot more to this bizarre story. Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
It may be one of the strangest stories we've ever reported to you. Now, it all begins at a house in Middle Valley where a child escapes his home in the middle of the night. News Channel 9's Karen Zaklak sat down with the child's mother today to hear how this all happened. Karen.
Kim, it's a strange story, but also a sad one. April Wright is 21 years old and is going through a divorce with her husband, who's in jail. She's not sure how her 4-year-old managed to escape, open a beer, and steal the neighbor's presents from under the tree. But today, she's just glad he's okay and says she won't let it happen again. This 4-year-old little boy, Hayden Wright, was found early Tuesday morning, wandering the streets of his neighborhood. Officers say he was wearing a little girl's dress and drinking a beer.
The biggest concern was him being out there, being kidnapped, getting ran over, the alcohol, having to have his stomach pumped.
His mother, April Wright, says she woke up that night panicked at 1:45 a.m. to find Hayden gone. Wright says they put safety devices on all the doorknobs to make sure the kids couldn't get out, but Hayden was somehow able to break this whole thing off the doorknob and then get out into the street. Once he escaped, Wright says her 4-year-old followed his father's footsteps and was found here on Blue Spruce Drive drinking alcohol.
He runs away trying to find his father. He wants to get in trouble so he can go to jail because that's where his daddy is.
The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office report says Hayden rang the doorbell here a few houses down, and the neighbor answered, finding the child holding a partially drank 12-ounce cold Bud Light beer.
He got it out of my father's cooler in the back, and how he got it open I don't understand because it's one of those tab beers.
But it doesn't stop there. The report says Hayden then snuck into a neighbor's house through an unlocked front door and stole 5 wrapped Christmas gifts, one of which was a girl's brown dress, which Hayden was wearing when police found him.
Going to the neighbor's house and taking their presents. It's very embarrassing.
Wright admits she was not just embarrassed, but scared, and rushed to the hospital that night with Hayden, who's now fine. Today, she says she tries to be a good mother and loves her son, but now feels like a failure.
Kids do things like this, and I mean, it's out of your control. You can only do the best you can as a mother. I mean, everybody makes a mistake. It was an honest mistake.
Wright did meet with Child Protective Services today, who told her she will get to keep custody of Hayden. We did get a hold of the owner of the house where the presents were stolen on the phone, but she said she didn't want to comment. Kim.
Karen, thank you.
I love the anchor swivel, okay? Okay, I'm going to do it. Hey, just go to the other camera. When they go from camera to camera, I realize the trick they're doing. I don't know why I just realized it in that little video there. They look down as the transition, they'll go. And now we're going to the story of...
Okay. I'm surprised you just noticed that.
Yeah, I don't know why I never noticed that before. And I was like, oh, okay, the little swivel. I got
Do
you.
it again. I kind of liked it.
Okay. And wait. Sorry. I went to it too early. There you go. And now we go to the story of a young boy who was caught drinking. So we'll have to do that anchor swivel every once in a while.
That's so funny.
All right. Now, I denounce and reject ourselves for giggling throughout the video, which we did, because the kid looks super cute drunk. Okay, let's just keep it real. Okay, that's what happened, right?
And I didn't think it was funny until Jenk started laughing at it.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's my fault.
No,
I know. I'm like Akon. Blame me. Blame me. Okay. No, but when they show the face, they're like, you're like, oh, come on. Now, the 4-year-old drunk, that's totally disturbing. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? In the end, finally getting to the story, I don't want to be too judgmental. The kid's, it's a 4-year-old. You can't keep track of all 4-year-olds. He went and grabbed a beer, did all these things. And once the little kid gets drunk, of course, God knows what he's going to do. That's why he wound up in the dress and stole the presents and stuff. It's just an unfortunate story, but I just don't want to be too judgmental of the parents and stuff. Well, the dad's in jail, but of the mom.
The only thing I have to say about that story, I don't want to be too judgmental either, but I'm surprised that the mother actually allowed the press to cover it.
Yeah.
If it was me, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about this, sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Why would I talk about this?
I hear you on that, yeah.
I don't know why you guys aren't trying to be too judgmental of this one time.
Yeah, I know. This is the one time we decided not to be judgmental.
On some random dumbass mother. The reason she allowed the press to cover the story and put her face all over the place, along with, and here's a picture of him drunk. Here's a picture with the beer in his hand. The reason she did that is because she's stupid.
Yeah.
That's why she allowed it to happen in the first place.
Yeah, you're too harsh.
Well,
I know what
hold
you're
on.
saying. I know what you're saying, but you're too harsh.
There was one thing that she said that really got under my skin, right? She goes like, what are you going to do? All 4-year-olds do this. I can't control, like that.
That's a bit much. No, not all 4-year-olds
Yeah,
do
that totally bothered
Right.
me because she was kind of dismissing it as something that was age appropriate.
No, but I thought she looked pretty apologetic. And, and 4-year-olds do crazy stuff, So, no, I'm going to issue a pardon. I don't care what Justice Jackson says. Okay, now, if the kid keeps getting drunk, then we got an issue in America, right? But outside of that first offense, pardon. Go nuts.